when I was pregnant, hid. Not because I was embarrassed, not because I didn't want anyone. Yes, we did keep it very private, but it's because it was a moment very sacred.
Are these. Erika Kirk provided this as proof of where she was September.
We already know that Erika Kirk has been caught being untruthful about surprisingly small details in her life. She previously claimed she had never been in a relationship before Charlie, which turned out to be false. She also insisted she didn't drink alcohol, another claim that didn't hold up. But once accusations shift from harmless exaggerations to inventing stories about pregnancies and children, the situation moves into far more disturbing territory. That's no longer simple chaos, it's something much darker. So the real question is whether Erika is genuinely calculating and emotionally detached, or she's acting out a carefully designed narrative created by someone else. According to her estranged half-sister, Tanya Seagreaves, the answer may fall somewhere in between. Tanya has made an explosive claim, alleging that Erika never carried any pregnancies and does not have biological children at all. As shocking as that sounds, nearly every aspect of Erika's public story has been filled with contradictions, making it hard to dismiss anything outright. When you look closer, there's an obvious gap. There are no clear images of Erika visibly pregnant, aside from a single questionable ultrasound video, which we'll break down later. Erika has explained this absence by saying she withdrew from the public eye to protect her privacy. But that explanation raises eyebrows, especially considering her past behavior. This is the same person who recorded herself grieving beside her husband's body and shared online, allowed products to be sold during his funeral, and even recreated the site of his assassination, so people could pay to take photos there. Given that history, the idea that she vanished completely for 9 months twice without leaving behind a single image feels hard to accept. That leads to an uncomfortable question. Are the two children whose faces are never shown actually part of the narrative rather than real family members? And where does Charlie stand in all of this? Was he knowingly involved, or was he deceived like everyone else? Tanya believes she may hold the missing pieces, so let's take a closer look at what she's claiming.
Whenever you want to talk to Daddy, you just look up to the sky and start talking to him. He can hear you. He's always in.
Let's start by looking at Erika's half-sister, which is information that has only recently come to light. Interestingly, Erika has never publicly acknowledged having a half-sister, which already raises questions. From all appearances, the two women are completely estranged. But unlike some internet rumors, this sister is real and there's concrete proof. Publicly available divorce records from Erika's mother, Lori Francie, confirm that Lori has two daughters, Erika and an older daughter, Tanya Seagreaves, who was born on December 5, 1969. These are official legal documents, not speculation. The same divorce files also show that when Lori divorced Erika's father, Kent France, in 1998, Erika was living with her mother while Tanya was already legally independent. This points to a significant age gap and likely very different childhood experiences between the sisters. What remains unclear from the records is Tanya's father's identity, or whether Lori was married prior to Kent. Tanya may have been born from an earlier relationship. Things take a dramatic turn when a new allegation emerges. An anonymous source claiming to be close to Tanya reportedly contacted Candace Owens, sharing a claim that Erika never experienced any pregnancies. According to this tip, the pregnancies were entirely fabricated, and the one ultrasound clip that exists was allegedly staged purely for appearances. That ultrasound video itself raises questions. Erika previously shared an Instagram montage that included a positive pregnancy test, ultrasound clips, hospital scenes, and shots of her visibly pregnant. Charlie and Lori are also seen in the footage. At first glance, it appears to confirm Erika's pregnancies. But on closer inspection, there are inconsistencies. For instance, the sonogram lists the name as Erika France, not Erika Kirk, and the formatting of the name doesn't match standard medical listings. Normally, medical documents list last name first, then first name, so it should read France, Erika. While it may seem minor, this detail contributes to broader doubts. Further context comes from a recent whistleblower interview shared by Candace Owens. The source claims to have seen someone identical to Erika at a classified military meeting just one day before Charlie's assassination. Erika hasn't responded to these allegations directly, but a Tpuza spokesperson, Andrew Calvet, appears to try to deflect attention by offering what now seems like a questionable alibi. Calvet shared a photo with a YouTuber showing two children with faces covered by what is supposed to be Erika's finger. The image was intended to prove Erika was with her kids during the secret meeting at Fort Huachuca. However, there are discrepancies. One of the children in the photo appears 3 or 4 years old, yet publicly available information says Charlie's son was born in May 2024, making him about 19 months at the time the photo was taken. The child in the image is clearly older than 16 months, which is impossible if it's actually Charlie's son. Comparing this to a photo from about 4 months earlier at the child's first birthday, the difference is obvious. Additionally, in interviews, Erika almost exclusively references her daughter, rarely mentioning the son at all. All of these details combined raise serious questions about the authenticity of the pregnancies and the children shown publicly.
Like, tell me about Daddy's day in heaven. So we talk about that at night. And then sometimes I'll say, well, tell me what you think he did in heaven today. And I just try to make it exciting because heaven's our home. So I just want her to know that Daddy is having so much fun and building a place for her and our family.
So, whose child is actually in the photo that Erika presented as proof she was with her kids on September 9th? Could it be that she's showing images of someone else's children? On top of that, when Charlie was still alive, Erika stated that both of her children were delivered via C-section, and she used that as a reason for being hesitant about expanding her family further.
Are you?
We might have one more.
Okay.
I'm kind of torn. The only reason why I'm torn is because I had C-sections for both. So I'm like, how many more times does Charlie need to see my organs? So, I mean, we'll see.
Fast forward to present, and Erika now says that she and Charlie plan to have 4 children. Interestingly, she no longer brings up the previous explanation about having had C-sections.
Get married.
Yes.
You have 2 kids.
2 precious babies.
And you told me this in private, but how many kids did you guys want to have?
We wanted to have 4. Yeah. And I was praying to God that I was pregnant when he got murdered.
Once again, the pieces don't line up. Charlie's marriage, the existence of the children, and Erika's life before her public Tpuza involvement all seem inconsistent. If this entire situation is part of a single large setup, it raises the possibility that Charlie may have been aware from the beginning, and that the marriage and children were not genuine. It's important to remember that Charlie and Erika's lavish reception at the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess Luxury Hotel was reportedly funded by Tpuza donors. Reports from the Mirror also state that a Tpuza fundraiser took place during that same reception. The timing wasn't accidental either. The celebration happened after the wedding ceremony, so it would coincide with Tpuza's 9th anniversary, allowing the event to be categorized as an organizational expense. Details like this have led some to wonder whether Charlie was involved in the broader narrative, because if Erika was never actually pregnant, it's difficult to believe he wouldn't have realized that. At the same time, if Charlie truly was part of it, that opens an even bigger mystery. Why would he later be targeted at all? With so many gaps and contradictions, questions are piling up and more people are beginning to doubt the entire story. One commenter summed it up by saying, "I don't believe she was ever pregnant. For a man who is all about getting married and having babies, and then not showing anyone her pregnancy, and going through that to show people what he preached is extremely odd. Something is off here. I'm starting to wonder if this was a real marriage at all, or if it's just Erika who knew it was fake." And now, a growing number of people are voicing the same suspicion. She is lying, that she never gave birth. Where did those children come from? And there's a reason for their skepticism. Erika and Charlie often emphasize the importance of family values, yet she kept both of her pregnancies completely private. Now, instead of being with her children, who had just lost their father, Erika is absent, appearing to prioritize everything else over her own family except, it seems, for her Tpuza connections.